Hi guys, what's up? It's Julia and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the third episode of Julia's Journal. I am so excited for today's episode. As always, I have so many thoughts to share with you guys. For those of you who are new to my channel or new to this series, hi, my name is Julia. I am a journal fanatic. I'm journaling every second of every day, and so I thought, why not make a series where I talk to you guys about what I've been journaling about. I'm really passionate about these videos and having these conversations, so if any of this resonates, definitely leave a comment down below or DM me on Instagram at @thejuliamarley. With all that being said, let's get into today's video. Listening to your gut when it's a no is just as important, maybe even more important than listening to, no, not more important, probably just as important as listening to your gut when it's a yes. When you free yourself from doing something that you know you really don't want to do, and this doesn't mean like schoolwork, this means if you know you are in a position or putting yourself in a position for whatever reason, or maybe you did love it in the past but it's time to move on, or it's just not serving you anymore, or you just know somewhere in your heart that it's just not what you want to be doing anymore. I think actually saying no is giving yourself a yes. I was in a little situation this past week where something that I've been doing for a long time, I've also known in the back of my head for a long time that I'm really ready to take a different direction and to stop doing this one particular thing. I just had a moment of, okay, I'm going to give myself this yes by saying no and by closing this chapter and moving forward towards what I want to be doing versus kind of holding myself back in this way. And when you make those decisions, not everyone is going to understand. And what I'm learning is that that's so okay. We're only doing a disservice to ourselves and others if we expect everyone to understand or rely on everyone understanding. No one can feel what your gut is telling you but you. And even the people closest to you, assuming they have the best intentions. This has been so huge for me lately to not rely on any outside source's opinion or feeling towards what I'm doing, and I know in my gut and my soul and my heart what I want to be doing and what I am supposed to be doing. I guess that kind of got a little sidetracked, but that's these videos, just me brain dumping my thoughts. But yeah, giving yourself that no and sticking to your own promises, and keeping your own promises. And when you come to terms with the fact that you don't want to be in a certain position anymore, we have to show the universe how we want to be treated by treating ourselves that way. Sometimes I feel so deeply like the main character of my story. And the reality is we're all the main characters of our lives and of our stories, but we don't always feel that way. And the times that I feel so deeply in my power and the center of my story in my life, when I'm traveling and I'm not thinking about what my life would be at home and I'm just going and every day is different, I feel so deeply the center of my story, if that makes sense. And then also if I'm super busy and I'm, doing what I love, I don't know how to describe it. Do you guys know what I mean? Just like the main character of your life and the main character of your story. When I feel the opposite of that, that will lead to anxiety and like that angsty feeling. And that is when I'm just scrolling on social media and I'm absorbing so much content from others, and I'm watching like other people's, day in a life, which I love watching videos like that. It's mostly when I'm just scrolling on Instagram and I'm just like comparing myself to others. I feel so detached from my life and from what I'm doing and from what I have going on. And so something I was thinking about when I was driving to dance yesterday is how we can feel like the center of our stories without external factors, without being busy or traveling or other people wanting us to do things. What I found is that getting off of social media is the first step, unless I'm like editing my own video or making my own content. When I'm absorbing someone else's life, I just feel very detached from my own. And of course that, can be so inspiring, and I love watching YouTube videos and seeing inspirational things on Instagram, but to an extent. And when I spend the whole day watching YouTube videos, I feel so detached from myself and my life. Journaling is so helpful for centering yourself and getting back to your own thoughts and feelings. I found that creating art, whether that's writing a song, making a YouTube video, whatever that may be, that helps me feel very much centered in myself and in my power and everything. So I guess my main point for this whole little rant is that spending so much time on social media makes me feel very disconnected from myself. Writing, creating, reading, taking a break from absorbing other people's opinions in a way lets me understand my own. We are the main characters of our life, and if your life is a movie, you're not only the main character, you're the director. You are the writer, you're the editor, you're the casting director. Oh my gosh, you are the casting director. I love, love, love envisioning my life as a movie. What's so cool is that we're the writers and the stars. And that's why I love journaling, and I always say journaling is writing your autobiography every day. And I feel like vlogging and having a YouTube channel is kind of like making your documentary as you go, which I just think is so cool. But journaling holds me so accountable. I don't know if I've actually talked about this on my YouTube channel before. At the end of the night, I always, write about my day. It makes me stare at my actions. And when I write about my day and I'm like, ooh, I really wish I got this done, I really wish whatever, I realize that whatever I choose to do during the day is what I'm gonna write about. And so I have the complete control. If I wanna write about how I had such a great day and I challenged myself and I showed up for myself, I have to do it. Like, there's no one else that's gonna do it for me. I am constantly thinking about the person that I want to be, and not in a way of like, I'm not happy with who I am or I don't love who I am, just this higher self version of myself. What would she do? How would she give back? What kind of friend is she? What kind of daughter is she? All those kinds of things. It's pretty clear to me who that person is because I think about it a lot. I've been thinking about ways in which I can show up as her, as this higher self ideal version of myself that I want to be. I'll start trying to show up as that, whether it's being more confident in certain situations or answering an interview question a certain way with a certain level of intelligence and professionalism or whatever it may be. But then when I'm doing it, I feel a little uncomfortable because it's me trying to expand myself, which I think is good. Fake it till you make it. I don't really know if that's what it is, but it's kind of that concept of if I just keep showing up as a confident version of myself, then I'm gonna be confident. And I'm kind of in this place, this like middle ground right now of in ways I am showing up as my higher self, and then I feel uncomfortable because I'm like, oh my gosh, that's not entirely how I feel right now. I had an interview that I did the other week, a podcast. The way that I answered some of the questions, I was like, oh my gosh, that's how my higher self would answer, which is good. So that's how I want to be answering the questions, but I still feel certain insecurities or ways in which I'm not confident or ways in which I'm not sure. This could make zero sense. This is honestly just what's been going through my mind lately. Gray area between who we are and our higher selves. And when we start showing up as our higher selves, that feeling of expansion and growth and discomfort. Lately, I have been reflecting on the limitations that I put on myself without even realizing it. And when you start to really think about this, it's very uncomfortable. A teacher of mine back in the day would always say that you are the only thing in your own way. Of course, I understood that then, but now I really am starting to feel that. We are paving our paths, and at the exact same time we are our own roadblocks. So it's like working with yourself to push yourself and move forward while removing yourself from being in your own way. And it's so fascinating to go down this journey and realize how much we limit ourselves before we even let anyone else. Not that anyone can really stop you from doing what you want to do, if following your passions, but before we even let anyone else's opinions affect us, we stop ourselves. The people that we admire and that we look to for inspiration had to take that leap in the dark and had to you know, get out of their own way enough to show up and step into their purpose. I look at the people that really inspire me and I'm just so thankful that they have done whatever self-work they've needed to do to get to the point where they can be such an inspiration to me and to so many others. That is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and I will see you in my next video. Bye!